Welcome back to Dolor Factor Live. Joining us is Teige, who has been singled out many times as the young one to watch. Welcome to the DFL set, Teige. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to what you have to say, because I think you're coming from a different angle than the two viewers or two guests that we've had.
No husband?
Well, I'll put my hand up too. We're in this together. Okay, you know, first of all, I have to say, when you walked in, I just thought you looked really lovely. You know, I looked at your, how do I say this? Your face, your hair, and your glasses. They just seemed like just part and parcel. Barbara, don't you think so? When she walked in, we just thought that you always wore glasses. Do you wear glasses?
I wear glasses, but this is a new pair from Vision Express.
Yeah,
and it took hours to pick it out, but I think I very much settled on something that was chic, but still functional. So
yeah, it looks really nice. I mean, because I have to say, I mean, these are mine. I put them on. I like to. I don't know why I like to wear them in the daytime more than I do at nighttime. Not that it makes any difference, I suppose, but I like to wear them. But I have to say, just looking at you, I just thought that they were a set that you always wore, because you just look so comfortable.
These are my business glasses. These are my business glasses.
Yeah, well, all three of us wear glasses. Barbara, I mean.
Yeah, I'm really liking those because I wear varifocals. I have 3 grades as opposed to 2. Mine are not bi. I have 3 levels. So I must
So you're like me, blind as a bat.
Very much so. So I must choose very wide, frames so that the lenses can take the 3 grades. And sometimes you just don't get very cute pairs, you know?
Yeah,
so I really like that.
But I don't think that it's like that. I think that you can actually get thinner lenses now.
Well,
even though your prescription might be high.
They do the measurement.
Maybe you should pop into Vision Express.
I choose frames that they say are too narrow.
Yeah, but aren't you a customer? I think you're a customer of Vision Express, aren't you?
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that, you know, being here and Teige and I having some wonderful glasses, you know, let's see what we can do. To a little word in there for you. But Teige, tell us about you and your business.
My business name is Azuk Creative Services, and I provide event and interior design. My business started from mere passion. I heard Barbara saying before about being driven or not driven. My business started from being driven through my passion about something that I was skilled at. So I identified very early on what I was competent at, what my skills were, what my talent was, and I decided to love it. And then I took this love now and decided this love needs to take me throughout my life and become a revenue for me. And Azuk Creative Services for me is not just a business to make money, but it's a business for me to have a creative expression. And I'm not sure many people can say that. That's why my work I would say that my work stands apart from the rest, because for me it's an expression of myself. So I would never put something out there that I wouldn't accept for myself. And a lot of my clients may be listening and say that's true, because I always say it. I wouldn't give you something that I wouldn't want for me. And that's what Azuk Creative Services is about. Letting your brand and your portfolio and your design and your style be a representation of you, and also of what I would want for me is what I would want for you too. So that's what it's about. Okay,
but in terms, I mean, you're very, of course, very passionate and very knowledgeable of your craft, as you know, Barbara is, and as I am. I mean, I stumbled across into business. I'm a reluctant business owner. I'm not like you, with passionate and so on. Yeah. And I think, you know, some of us, we stumble in all different ways. Like Latoya said, she had a plan B, and when she was let go of her main job, she had something else to fall back on. What would you say to some people now who are perhaps they're sitting at home and they know that they're really, really good at something, but they just don't know, is it worth going into business? Is it viable? Yeah. What can they do?
I guess I must say you need to evaluate your life and where you are at. Fortunate for me, no chick, no child, so good, I can take a risk and go into business.
But be careful, you know, because no chick, no child, you may end up like me, years and years of being single. And so you have to wonder, is that what you want? And well, you know, we had a program once about why are there so many single professional women in St. Lucia. That's part of the reason why. That when you are single, you just go into your career so much that actually men become afraid of that instead of wanting to embrace it. Not all of them, because Barbara's got a good husband there who supplements her, but that's just a word of warning there for you.
Well, I would say I'm pretty young at this point, and what I'm really trying to point out is that when you're young and you're deciding to, I can only give you my my aspect of it. When you're young and you decide to have a business, to start a business, not having all these responsibilities, not having any children, it's a good time for you to do it. I would say I would encourage a young person to go try it, fail at it, or succeed at it, and then do something else if you need to. But if you're young, go ahead and do it. Assess your financial situation, assess your economic situation, and take a risk. But if you're an older person like Barbara and like Latoya, and you have children and you have a family to support.
Let me stop you there about older. If you are older, no, Barbara, you sitting there, you let us say older, more mature, my darling.
But also I said Latoya because
no, more mature. That is so important.
I mean, things like having a balance and having to come home to somebody, it's things that you must keep in your mind. So,
and it makes you more creative as well, you know, Teige. They can help as well in their own way.
It does help. I would tell you, it does help. I find, I mean, I have somebody in my life who supports me. And I was listening to the segments before, and I was saying to myself, you know, as much as young people are young people, you know, we wild and free, we do find ourselves in relationships as well. We may not have husbands, you know, and wives, but we find ourselves in relationships. And I would say as a young person who is interested in business, partner yourself up with somebody who is interested in business as well.
That's
or
so important.
maybe not starting their own business, but they have goals, they have ambitions, they're determined.
Excellent.
Yeah, because if you're somebody like me, and you put me with somebody who's laid back and lazy, we're not going to make a good pair. We're not going to do well together. So it's important that you stick with somebody who has your back and that you keep growing. But life, you never know where life takes you. You know, you may stay together, you may not. But if you do stay together, then that's wonderful. And if you don't, then you as a business person, as a business woman, has learned so much from a past relationship that you can use these to identify and target who the next competitor is.
Well, I have a really great question I want to ask both of you, but we're going to actually do that when we come back from the break. Okay, now I just wanted to say something about Vision Express. Each store, they're actually going to be having a draw at the end of March, and at the end of April they're going to be giving out, in fact at the end of March and at the end of April, they're going to be giving out a $200 Super J voucher. All right, so all you have to do is visit any Vision Express store, and at the end of March and at the end of April, you have an opportunity to win a $200 voucher from Super J, and you don't have to buy anything. And at the end of April, all entries from Vision Express for the 2 months will be entered in a grand prize for 2 tickets for St. Lucia Jazz. And again, you don't have to make any purchases, so make sure you go down, just simply walk into any branch of Vision Express, and then what you can do is you can just tell them about the draw, tell them you heard about it on Dolor Factor Live, you put your name into this basket and you could win $200, plus you can actually win 2 tickets to Jazz. All right, so that's it for this segment. When we come back, we're going to continue talking to Teige and to Barbara, and of course you have some time to give us a call and to send us your questions. And we've closed the entries for tonight's giveaway, but when we return you will be able to call our guest, and also we have a really important person calling us now to help you on your way. So this is Dolor Factor Live. Stay with us.